Hey guys, welcome back to another daily recap. So today we're going to go over the Facebook trade I took in my options account. I didn't happen to take any trades in my stock market account today. There was a bunch of stuff popping up on the scans, but nothing that really interests me. Nothing was really holding its level. Nothing was really making, choosing a clear direction. And it was just slow and choppy today. There was nothing really hitting the scans. So we're going to go over the Facebook trade that I took and break this one down. I will say that this one was more frustrating than yesterday, I believe. I had a really difficult time on this stock just to get it to work out in my favor, but the end result was just not even worth the stress, similar to yesterday. Um, the only exception being that this was not a gamble. This was actually off my technical analysis. So let's jump in the trade. There you go. I'm filled 308. It's probably going to go a little higher. That's okay. But like I said, I do think this is going to go to the downside today. I'm filled at 308, probably 12. Like I said, it's probably going to move higher. Probably gotten a little early, but that's totally okay. Well, I think it can break the low of day on the daily here, which is the daily. It's going to be a low of 305.25, which down here hit a low of 306 or somewhere around there. So the reason I ended up buying there is because I had seen on another chart that the resistance level is a resistance level around 308, 309. And so I decided, okay, if I'm going to buy this, I need to buy at the right time. And 308, 309 was a heavy resistance level. What I do need to see from this stock, though, is that it breaks the low of this 1 minute candle. And I also need to see that it breaks the low of, or it breaks the VWAP. I need to see that this can break and hold underneath the VWAP. If it can't, then I'm going to have to stop up for a loss, which would be unfortunate, but VWAP's going to be the toughest spot for this thing to actually break. So we'll see if it can actually break below. Because if it can break below and hold below, then we're going to be up a pretty good amount, which is going to be awesome. But like I said, I'm just waiting for this thing to make its move here. I think it's pushing up here, and I think it's gonna fail. It's probably gonna make a high surge too, and then I think it's gonna drop because it's struggling to even break higher here. Low green volume, just decreasing volume in general. I think it's trying to make a move to the downside. So if we can see a break of VWAP, which is right here, it's literally 30780, then we could definitely see a large move to the downside, and my target would then be a break of 305.25. Like I said, it's just taking forever. It's having such a hard time. There you go. There's one break. Let's see if this can continue downwards. 44 there. 41 now. Break 40. Can you break 307? Here's a big pop all the way back to VWAP. Okay. So up 69 and I couldn't sell. I had a hard time trying to sell there, and now I'm only up $20. Very annoying. So I couldn't sell when I wanted to sell, and now I'm only up $4. Now I'm down $6. This is extremely annoying, dude. Am I actually gonna have to stop up for a loss here? $36 loss now. Let's see if I can get a pullback and stop out with a pullback, because this is clearly gonna break the high on the 15-minute. Unfortunately, dude, it's so stupid, man. I just sold. I was getting really frustrated already. I don't want to be holding on emotion. I made $12 on it. So I waited about 30 minutes for it to make the move. It popped up. Now it's having a hard time breaking back down again. I was trying to sell here, trying to get out for $69 profit. Couldn't get out, just couldn't get out. And I was just waiting, and no, it never got filled. Nothing was filled, nothing filled. And then it surges up here. I'm like, dude, you're kidding me. So to start off this trade, I had entered about here, somewhere around there. I did know that this can possibly break the 1 minute high. However, like I said in the video, I had seen a huge resistance point around the 309 level, 310 level. And I figured, 308, it might pop to 308.80, might even break 309, but I might as well just get in at 308. I'm pretty sure it's gonna, curl back down eventually. And I'll be, still at a relatively early entry just because it could break below VWAP and then continue down to the short side. At the end of the day, though, I've ended up finding out it surged, and I was completely wrong for, this time. I was completely wrong. It didn't break the low on the daily. It continued higher, and it actually went to about 313 or 315. So it kept going up from there. But, the lowest it did get was about 305. Let me see. I think it was 305.30, somewhere around there. Anyway. So coming into this trade, that was my prediction. I felt it was going to pop up to 309, heavy resistance here around this level, and then slowly fade off and curl to the downside. However, it just kept going sideways from here for a long time. It was just holding this range. I never wanted to truly break down until this position happened here. Once that happened, I believed it was going to pop up, which is why I didn't sell. I attempted to sell here, but I didn't try to sell multiple times and panic sell. I decided to hold it once I was, rejected down here. I didn't get my order filled. I decided to hold because I figured it would pop up to VWAP and then slowly fade back down once more. I figured it was just a small pullback here, and then we're going to see a staircase down. But, it ended up surging past the level, and I had to hold through this entire surge. Knowing that it was coming back to this resistance here that I had earlier, I decided to hold, wait for a pullback, probably back to VWAP, and try it to try to sell here once more for basically a break-even trade. I mean, I made $12 on it, but really that's nothing compared to what I was up. I'm surprised I did see this huge rejection though, which is why I was tempted to hold even more, because I'd seen the 5-minute after a while, and now it was just looking like it couldn't hold the 308.50 level at all. I was having a hard time breaking over this level. So I was, debating whether I should keep holding or not. But just from how it's supporting itself around VWAP, it wasn't really trying to break further down. I decided to sell, and take the profits while I could, which in hindsight, it was kind of a good idea because later on the stock just kept bouncing in this range, and then it finally took off to the upside. But still, if I would have held, it did actually go lower. I think it went to 307.60 again before it popped up, so I could have made a little bit more money. But like I said, I was just getting extremely frustrated with the stock, super annoyed, and I just decided to sell here on this candle as it touched VWAP, and I just let the whole trade go. So definitely not worth the stress, not worth the amount that I made. I'd much rather just not trade it today and save my day trade for another day. But tomorrow, I believe I have 2 day trades available for Thursday. I thought I had 2 today, but I guess I had it Thursday. So now we're gonna take maybe another trade tomorrow. It depends. I'm getting really frustrated this week. I'm gonna try and take my time on these, and really let these things settle down and choose a clear direction before I even attempt to make another trade on them. So we'll go ahead and see what happens tomorrow with the Facebook trade. After all, if I do decide to take one, but like I said, this is the typical movement of Facebook. Sometimes it just trades sideways, and then about an hour or 2 hours later, it decides to make a move in the direction it wants to go in. So in conclusion, I finished up $12 today. I know it's not anything significant. It's definitely not record breaking or anything. Definitely not something you can live off of in the month, right? So it's not something I'm very proud of or something I can flaunt about, on YouTube, but $12 is $12. It's $12 that I didn't have yesterday. It's money regardless. I didn't make a whole lot, but like I said, it's still something. Every penny counts. I'm going to go ahead and see what I want to do with my day trades tomorrow. I might just hold off until next week and just save them for Monday, Tuesday, because that's when, big movement happened on Facebook. Now it's just Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's kind of fading or sideways type of action. So I'm going to probably hold off on my day trades till, next week in my options account. In regards to my stock market account, it's been really slow and choppy this past couple of weeks. So I'm not really, for sure as to what I want to do in that account either. I might not even take any trades. And I don't know. We'll have to see what comes up. Every day is different. Something new is going to pop up every time. So we'll go ahead and try and see what comes up tomorrow. And hopefully I can get some money in, finish the week up more than last week, and try and take some, pretty solid trades. But until then, I'm going to wrap it up here. If you like the content, be sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.